So we're going to talk about, oh, looking at you. Right, we're going to talk about the exhibition. So I came up with the idea of the worst exhibition. Hang on, Toby, don't be his prick.
Fuck off.
Right, you ready?
I'm going to put a fish on this because it's creaking.
Okay.
And it's really distracting.
Right, shut up then, you've got to be quiet. So I came up with the idea of the worst exhibition in local histories because when I had so many rejections, I didn't know what to do with all the pieces. None of them saw the light of day, so I decided that to collect them all together in an exhibition was an obvious thing to do. Thank you. Toby, you're going to have to leave the room.
I'm not sure I can do it.
Just fuck off out of the room
I
then.
think I'm actually going to have to get out.
That's what I'm saying, because this is pointless. You just keep...
do it, I won't.
No, go on, fuck off.
No, do it.
No, I've made a decision, you're going to go.
Your shit.
No, because you're just going to... If I come up with something really good, I'm going to really regret you having been in here. Go and sit on the stairs. So after a conversation with my mum about, she asked me how I was doing with bits and pieces, and I said I've had so many rejections, I could have my own exhibition, which is when the idea really came about. As I looked into it more, I realised that some of my initial ideas were a little bit out there. I wanted to advertise it in a way that it was more to do with being very bad than it was to being very good, and I think more people would be interested in it, sort of draw them in. Sort of car crash kind of idea, you know, that you can see loads of different art exhibitions, but to see one that is terrible would be more interesting to me anyway. And I started to look at different ideas, different places, different venues, different ideas of what I could do. I decided to look at the local village hall, which was cheap, and you can get plenty of people in, not that I was expecting anyone to turn up, and also they had lights and heat and everything that we needed. We didn't have a long time to set up, so we basically just took everything down the road in the van, also carrying rails of clothing down the road, because we only had an hour to set it up. So we got in there really quickly, put the rope up for the AI pictures, managed to set up the t-shirt stand, and luckily there was a lot of rails and bits where I put screws, and some screws already on the wall, things were just hung up straight away. So it was almost like it was decided where things were going to go already because there was a screw there, so we just used it. There was a big easel which we also utilised, which was quite useful in the end. I think it was some sort of trampoline or something, but we didn't play with that. So the setting up was quite quick. We had drinks to give out, so we were setting that part up too. I think there's about 4 or 5 of us setting up. Hold that like that. Got it? And that's going to go. Is that right? Yeah. And you've got one on the other end, it's just a weight.
That's handy.
Don't worry, that was brush off.
So you the same?
So yes, you'll get sent.
Yeah.
There should be a thing. There's a hook up there, Toby. Can you reach it?
Yeah.
Right. There's a hook there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. If not, put it somewhere else. Because I was covering everything.
Yeah, but I can move it.
Same with
And I've got it.
So it was a real team effort, and I really appreciate everyone's help. Obviously we wanted to put it in the book, so we needed some photographs, and I got my friend Jerry to do the photographs for that. Also our friend Jens and my son Toby doing a lot of the moving about and manning the merchandise stand, and my wife Lizzie doing the drinks and making sure everyone's happy and keeping everyone lubricated with the drink. All these Lostenauts helping out. So once we were set up, we had a couple of minutes for a briefing, talk about the AI, the glasses, how things were going to be.
For the mask.
In the box.
Okay, well, I need them. If I sell them,
Oh no, you're supposed to give that to instructors.
That's just really to,
got some lights.
so we know what we're doing.
Flashes. Oh, is it working better? Yes. I just said I pretty got like this.
So we just have the instruction.
So what is what's going to happen?
No, we haven't got to wait now.
No? Yeah, I need to stop.
Listen.
Right, let's all wait for Toby, shall we? Okay, you ready? Yeah.
So just brief, we'll make it up as we go along, but Mama's gonna do the drinks.
Yeah,
Welcome to the exhibition, give them one of these.
yeah.
If it's really quiet, don't crowd them, just let them have a look around, because it's a bit of a pressurised thing, it's like horrible if you do. But I'll sort of talk to people if they're interested. Don't laugh at anything I say, because you've heard it 100 times or whatever, but just, just let it go. And then get them to look at the, if I'm with someone already,
Yeah.
get them to look at these bits first,
Okay.
and then say, go and see me when we get to the end of it, because there's something we need to do. So imagine they've just looked at all this.
Yeah.
This is all the rejected stuff, okay? If anyone asks about a particular thing, just say, oh, ask Matt,
Yeah.
and he'll explain it. I don't really know, I'm just going to make it up. That's not one of mine. That's the last one of the rejected ones,
Yeah.
okay? And then there's this AI thing, right? So I've got this thing, and I'm going to show them the AI pictures of, this is basically what I've typed into the AI thing, which is
AI.
We had to play with the AI. We were sort of writing things in, seeing what AI were coming up with. If I upload my images of my art, then what would AI come up with? Would they be more interesting than what I came up with, considering that everything I came up with got rejected?
Worst exhibition is we lost in the artist shows rejected work at Village Hall on Winter's Evening. The washing line of AI versions of his work hangs in the background, so that's what I typed in. And these is what I come up with. Well, that's what this come up with. But the last one is this viewfinder, okay?
The other part we decided to do was we bought some very expensive technical glasses to view the AI with, and we had this viewfinder so you could see the AI through this, just to encourage people to look.
Which is just a piece of laminate, it's not actually real. But I'm going to say I'm going to try and persuade you to put these glasses on so they can view
Yeah.
the AI thing. Now at this point, this is when you need to get the photographs of people. I'll be holding up, I might even put these on just to encourage people to put the glasses on. And I'm going to say this is the reality of it. If they still think that it's actually doing something, I'm going to get them to keep them on so they can look through these, and they're going to decide which one's their favourite, or if they're better than the ones I've done. So they'll just let them, and I'm just going to leave them. I'm not going to go with them on this, but I'm just going to let them do their own thing, right? So then I'll move on and just let them look. Then you need to get them to try and buy something, ideally one of my books.
Ever wondered how I became Losten? Ever wondered how I made the 21? Losten Phase 1 available on planetlosten.com now.
And then, which they'll already know about them because some of these are in the book, so I'll make sure they know. And then most importantly, don't let them leave until they filled out one of these.
I was already writing the second book and I needed more chapters, and I thought that the exhibition would be a great, interesting chapter to do. Seeing the people's reactions, getting them to be part of the book. So ask them to do the questionnaire, but also maybe draw a little picture, write a comment that I could then publish in the book.
They can put, there's the questions, but also, this is the really important bit, is just let them do whatever they want. If they want to draw a picture or write a comment or whatever they want to do, to make sure they get someone here. You can get them to put a name on it as well would be good, because I want to make sure that they know that it's going to be published. And if you want to do any interviews or anything, or get any comments.
So as well as they're doing the questionnaires, we thought as it was being filmed we could ask a few people what they thought. Instead of just writing down, they could tell us directly.
Yeah, do it in front of this board or do it out here maybe, because obviously there'll be people in here, unless it's like really quiet, but and that's it really. Just
So they start that way.
yeah. Get them to start with these, and these are the rejected bits. Hopefully it won't be deathly silent, but
No, not in music.
no, we can't, because the
Right.
video's going to mess up the video. So,
Okay.
but don't feel as though you shouldn't talk. Like if it's really quiet, then it wouldn't hurt just to like maybe keep away from it and just talk between yourself quietly, just so it does not like.
They don't want someone coming in the game packed.
No.
Yeah.
So just but
There should be more of a background.
And
if you've got your phone and you see anything interesting happen, in your house, just take a picture.
And
don't
we're
worry.
okay to take pictures of people.
So I'll put it on here that they basically agreed to be filmed and photographed to be part of it as soon as they come in.
Do we need to point that out to people or not?
There should be another one of those somewhere. Is there another one of those laminates somewhere? I did too. I might put it here. Otherwise, if you find it, put it
Yeah.
here. Just be careful with this. And when, because the people will be walking around there. 2 minutes.
2 minutes.
Gets one all hectic then, I might give up.
Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I work in kitchens, I'm used to operating.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. I mean, when there's no one here, we'll just spot that drink.
I guess I'm looking at that.
Welcome you in then. Where's more of those?
They're all there. There's one like that.
Oh.
People came in so quickly that we struggled to talk to everyone, and people just bypassing my idea of talking through each piece with people just didn't happen.
Come through. Excited.
Yeah. They've had the talk. Yeah, that's it. Hello, alright.
Would you like a...
Oh, we've got to go
Oh, we've already got one. Thanks, hi Jerry, alright?
Do you like fruit around here?
I'm alright, thank you. A bit close to bedtime, aren't we? Yeah.
We all are. Now you can have two choices. You can either me talk about what I've done,
Yeah.
or you can make your own mind up.
Alright.
Or you can make your own mind up, think about what it is.
One of the first ones to be rejected was number 5, which is the phase 1 self-portrait. I had to do a self-portrait because I wanted to enter a local show and I wanted to win a cup. So I basically did every category I could just to try and get as many points as I could. So one of the categories was a portrait. So I thought I'd just do a self-portrait and then I've only got myself to blame. The initial show was cancelled because of COVID. So it took me a year or so for the next show, which went ahead, but they kept the same category, so I entered it all the following year. and unfortunately this one failed to get any points, so that hence why it's rejected. Number 28 was created for the Royal Academy's summer exhibition of 2022, and it got rejected quite early on, which was a shame. And it's hard because a lot of people really like this, and it kind of makes it worse in a way, because if everyone hated it I wouldn't mind so much, but they kind of like it, so that's a real shame. I also submitted to Bath Open Art Prize, and it also got rejected there as well, so double rejection for that one. Number 33 is just basically a montage of places in Ryde put together because I wanted to enter it for the Moncton Arts Prize. The year before I got a piece put in, didn't win, but most of the winners, if not all the winners, were art based on Ryde, and I thought it would be funny to just purely do a piece that is everything I could think of about Ryde and put it into a piece, and it did get rejected. So my theory didn't work out that time. Number 31 was made for Southampton Art Gallery. It was what was the name? Culture. Right, start again. It was created for Southampton Art Gallery. It was for the subject of culture. It did get rejected, and I also submitted this one to the Bath Open Art Prize. Also got rejected, so another double rejection for number 31. Number 29 was done for the Royal West of England's Academy Open. I also submitted it to Green and Stone Gallery in London, and also Moncton Arts on the Isle of Wight. So this one got rejected 3 times, which is a real shame because I really liked this one, and people did like it quite a lot, and the AI came out really well, which is maybe a shame because maybe that was better than mine. Number 14 is another show entry. I think it was an abstract, the category was abstract, and that didn't do at all well, so that hence why it ended up in the worst exhibition. Number 34, Zebra Crossing, everyone seemed to like, but got rejected by Bath Open Art Prize, which is a shame. I did have an idea about an art protest, and because a lot of the time, at the time, people were coming into art galleries and throwing soup over priceless works of art, like idiots, and that got me thinking what would be really funny is a picture of some soup that someone threw paint over. And so that's what I did. So I painted a giant soup can, and I was going to get someone to come in midway through the exhibition and throw paint all over it, and then I thought, oh, it could end in some disaster. So also it wasn't really fair on the village hall, so they have a beautiful floor, and so I thought, no, I'll throw some paint over it and make it look like that's happened. But I did throw paint over it and it didn't look very good, so I washed it off and I kept it as it was. But I did have a t-shirt and a little soup can with some paint in it, which I just put next to the piece. That's never been rejected, it just was an add-on to the exhibition. I thought it was good. Hopefully people like that. Blue Veteran, which is a piece that is actually from an early Losten piece, which is just a still life I had to do for the local show. Again, it has no real meaning, it just was a still life. Rejected. Thank you. I needed to do a line drawing, so the Just 2 Koi came about because I had a sort of Japanese ink pen that I wanted to use, and I thought Japanese koi would be great. Everyone loves koi. It was Just 2 Koi. That was it. Rejected though by Chael Show again, the village show. So number 32 was the Royal Society of Marine Artists. So I needed to do something of the sea, but also I needed to do a landscape for the local show again. So I did this because I thought I could enter both, and it got rejected from both. So that was great. Another double rejection. Number 13, which is a bronze cast from the 21 going back. It was more made as an experiment than anything else, but was rejected by Moncton Arts. I'm not too worried about that. It was a shame though, because I think it's an interesting piece. It's certainly not high art, but it's a good bit of casting, a bit of investment casting, and I don't think many people have ever seen a bronze screwball comb with a flake and a gobstopper before. Number 30 was the self-portrait for phase 2. That was again for Southampton Art Gallery. Culture was the subject, but the reason why I did this one was because it was a little bit of tongue-in-cheek selfie picture, which I thought was funny at the time, and also thought it was kind of like a selfie culture thing going on. Thought it was kind of relevant, but they didn't think so because it got rejected. Idiots. They'll regret that decision. So I talked to a lot of people, and it was quite interesting. Everyone had a story to tell, everyone had an art story to tell, and everyone was or was related to or knew an artist. Amongst the people I did talk to, one lady who knew Grayson Perry quite well. She told me a few stories about her background, her art background. I couldn't get hold of her again because she didn't have an email address, or she didn't believe in telephones or anything, so it's almost like she was a ghost of her art past or present or future, I don't know. But that was interesting. Some art dealers, collectors did come in. I didn't have anything for sale in that exhibition because it wasn't. We had merchandise for sale, but it wasn't about selling the art. It was more just to do with getting people to see it.
I was intrigued by the whole idea. First place, the worst exhibition. Thought it was really good. And then I came in and didn't realise it was just rejected stuff from art. And I was saying that, with the Royal Academy, there's more stuff that's rejected than is ever accepted. So we're not alone with that one. And we're going to have a chat later on before his next exhibition. I hope we'll be able to help him.
As we got to the end of the evening, a lot of people went back. We should have done it for an hour less, but we didn't. That's something we did learn. We did try and rally some people from the local pub, take some stickers, some cards, some bits and pieces, trying to get some people interested coming over. I think it was well received, and did meet some new people around the village, which was interesting. I didn't really know how many people were going to turn up, and half of me wanted no one to turn up because it was the worst exhibition, and part of the concept was that it was going to be just badly organised, badly set out, badly attended, but actually it turned out really nice, and it was well set out and it was very well attended. It didn't take long for people to cotton on that the glasses were just just basically plastic glasses with blank frames in them. I think it was like 3 or 4 pairs for a tenner off eBay. They're quite comfortable, they're stylish, they're white, so they must be techno stuff, but they don't do anything. A lot of people played along with it. Some people thought it was genuine, some people just were amusing me, and that was fine. Some people refused the glasses, don't blame them. But I think most of all, it brought smiles to people's faces, and that's probably the best part of it, that it did make it more entertaining, not just for the people wearing the glasses, but people watching people wearing glasses. And that's probably the main thing, the main reason for doing it. Because I was taking the piss out of them. That's not true. It's very tiring, and I spoke for 2 hours constantly, and nearly lost my voice at the end.
Did you like it better than the...
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
When it started to quiet down for the last hour, it was just dead, but it was kind of nice. We just packed up gracefully. And packed the van up, and that was that.
Yeah, it was all really good.
Very cool. Very
Particularly
interesting.
liked the sculptures and the pictures of the sculptures as well. And I love the tote bag.
The worst exhibition I've ever been to be honest. Not even in local history.
I thought it was fabulous.
That's great.
Very odd but inspirational at the same time.
bullshit. That was a load of old bullshit, wasn't it? Is that enough, do you think?